When's Ozma on the mic? When are you gonna commentate Ozma? I look like Teminite.
Ozma commentary would be very hype.
It would be.
I'm gonna be right back in a minute.
Alright.
Just gonna double check what my kids are doing.
No problem.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, but I can confirm that I'm not in fact Tom Holland because I'm not on the set of the new Uncharted film right now. Anyhow, we do have our map pool. So we have Displace, which is immediately banned, Elapse, Last Jungle, Waiting, Sky Fracture, Backcountry, Ponko Too Girlish, Purge, and Tom Sawyer.
Doing a little commentator shuffle here.
Yeah, so we have a little bit of... We're just hiding Dama for the time being. We're just changing positions rapidly. Okay, so they're taking a little bit more time to do their bans. I think both Mapy and Programmatic are more deliberate in their map picks.
I think so.
Alright, Trek's guessing that Backcountry will be played, which I would say is likely. It's definitely been a favorite in this reign.
We have seen that one a few times so far.
Yeah.
Prog bans the song that we're currently listening to right now.
Yep. No, I just noticed that over half of the map pool is like in the lower 50s. So
Oh yeah, the first four there just actually the first five just very low 50s. And then ramps right up from 52 to 57.
yeah. Well, Backcountry will be banned in this initial phase. So we're down to the last couple. And so Ponko Too Girlish will be played, which I think, based on what Fallen and Cosmos were talking about yesterday, apparently this was a map that Programmatic was concerned about playing. However, they did decide to choose that since they were the last to ban. So I'm guessing that their grinding streams have given them the confidence they have to beat Mapy on this chart.
Mm-hmm. And Prog does have a solid score here. So only about 2 spots over Mapy.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, so this chart is definitely a speed check. That's where its difficulty lies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't believe there are any... Well, okay, that's a kind of a funny string, but
Oh yeah.
few patterns that would raise some eyebrows. Prague has dropped combo, or Mapy remaining on PFC.
I'm back.
And welcome back, Dama. Yeah, so on Ponko Too Girlish, Mapy so far with the advantage, even though it was Prague's pick for this map.
Mapy picking up a late or an early on kind of an interesting section, considering considering what they've held the PFC through earlier.
Yeah, well, to be fair, in maps that have a lot of difficult portions, I find that I get most of my imperfects in the easiest section. Those are the sections where I am paying the least amount of attention to.
That does make sense.
I think Prague is going pretty strong since they I just saw that they got imperfect. I'm pretty sure they've been going. They've been having mostly perfects. Alright, I think they're approaching the final drop of the song. But it does have a T-Paz ending to it, so it doesn't really let up in the end. But if all players continue on this pace, I can see Prague taking it, just because yesterday Mapy didn't have as strong of an MS score. Prague is known for his MS.
Yeah, Prague's been keeping it around 10 MS pretty consistently as it ramps up in difficulty. Yeah, this ending is not letting up whatsoever, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I've seen this in a couple of T-Paz songs, but Prague did miss near the end. But a lot of T-Paz songs like have the same exact beginning and end, like the same exact sections. Mapy will be taking it over Prague, getting a PB.
Pretty cleanly too, actually.
Yeah, only a few imperfects there, which I think that means that Mapy has did not dethrone Programmatic, but leaped in the leaderboard. So that means that it will be a Prague pick. Alright. So see what I to choose. Oh, I did guess correctly. We will have Backcountry being played. Backcountry. Yes. It's a very popular song to be played in this tournament, where the only very I guess, well, the song itself or chart is challenging, but the only difficulty spike would be the solo. Or the rest of the chart is pretty consistent in its difficulty. So far, both players have a strong THC pace.
Oh yeah, yeah. They've been nailing all of those 151s.
Yeah, where it's looking like this is going to be a matchup where both players have very similar accuracies. Where Mapy is stepping up a lot in this round.
Looking at Prague's timing bar though, well, actually, as soon as I said that, it started fluctuating a little bit, but it looks to me mostly like it's pretty centered. Generally, maybe
Pretty
a little bit.
standard. have
Hmm?
changed since the
Was
last?
that just like the last match of that rifle?
I'm not sure, but yeah, Prague did pick up that miss.
Oh, is that my headphones or is there audio coming from somewhere?
I think there is a little bit of distortion going on now. I'm not sure where.
Okay, it's no problem. We're just refreshing the Discord stream. Alright.
All right, I believe we're good.
Okay, Mapy did miss. So that probably puts them on pretty even standings.
Yeah, I can't tell who's ahead on base score. They're pretty much synced. With like actually very good sync. But
Yeah.
I can't glance back and forth quickly enough.
Prague did pick up another miss a little while ago.
I think they're pretty much exactly even. Maybe Mapy is slightly ahead.
Now, Prague did have a few imperfects at the end of that section.
Yeah, Mapy is very slightly ahead on base score.
The classic, very chill Camellia interlude in the middle of a bunch of other hectic parts.
Yeah, I think someone brought up yesterday that based on the preview of this song, like the rest of the song sounds like nothing like it. I was like, yep, that's Camellia.
Mhm.
Alright, so we're having some disagreements in the chat. We have the CF gang versus those who think that Mapy is going to take it. Okay, both players hit the rifle that time.
Mm-hmm. I feel like every Camellia song has this same pacing, if that makes sense. Like this is that like intense part before the outro, you know? Like
Yeah, a lot of Camellia songs have similar structure. There's like maybe 2 to 3 drops, then the interlude, then a fast melodic drop, then a intense final drop, and then an outro. Except this song doesn't have an outro; it just ends.
oh, that was a pretty big slider break from Prague. Not a huge one, but it would make a difference, especially when things are this close.
I am guessing that Mapy has a slight MS lead based on the imperfects we've been seeing, but
It's hard to tell based on number of imperfects because there's just so many notes that like
yeah,
the perfects, like just how far off your perfects are, is going to be a much bigger impact than how many imperfects you got. That's a
Yeah, no.
PB from Prague, and
Prague takes it.
oh, Prague takes it just slightly.
I missed the margins. Where's it? It's 11
Like
versus
100 point difference on a song that scores 133,000 points is just absurd.
Yeah, that's definitely the strongest showing on that map that we've seen so far in the tournament.
Look at that 1-3-3-3-2.
Yeah, it's just 1 point away from an aesthetic score.
Yeah, about 110 points on a score on a song that's like 0.1, less than 0.1% of a score difference.
Alright, so Mapy will be picking Tom Sawyer. Or that's... I can see that as another pick to throw Prog off.
This is, I think, the most extreme difference between the rated difficulty and the tourney rating. This is a 52, rated at 52, haha.
Oh, wait,
And
no,
it's
not
a
52.
59 in the tourney pool.
Like, you have to be paying attention, like, every second in this chart.
Yeah, for me, playing songs at this level is a matter of like pass or fail. It's not like I hope to get an S rank. But songs like this, where it's like if my concentration lapses for a fraction of a second, I'm just dead because an early PFC break from Mapy. I think it was a slider break.
The
But opening slider.
that was a
How are those-
significant miss from Prog.
Those 90 degrees are so narrow. They're like specifically charted to be really, really tight.
Yeah, like it's purely an aesthetic choice. I don't think it really affects how easily you can hit it. Correct me if I'm wrong though.
I'm not I think it might, because like with the wider ones, as long as you make them move over anytime during that.
Oh no, that was a
segment.
bad slider drop.
Oof.
So this is looking to be a good pick from Mapy so far.
Mutacho was saying, I need to admit that I made Mapy laugh just before the beginning.
Oh no, so if Mapy loses this map, it's Madochi's fault. Ref interference.
Betrayal from the inside. Saying tickle him during tiebreaker. Echo says, what is happening on Prague's side? Well, we had that we had a couple of misses, but like
Yeah, I don't think it was due to DSP errors at all. At least I didn't see any when the misses happened. Maybe Prague will say something.
oh, these beat patterns are really hard for me.
You know, these are the most brutal beat patterns I think outside of OD in this range.
Yeah, but I can do the OD ones.
I think these ones are probably more challenging just because in OD there's a lot of times where they're kind of outside of the spin patterns are separate from notes. Not all of them are stacks, but I think most of them are stacks in this song. We're coming down to the end here. Or Mapy is with
There's a pretty
fantastic
substantial
SD.
score lead. Yeah.
As-
Yeah, and maintains the score lead through accuracy bonuses.
yeah, PB as
Actually
well.
increases the score lead, I think.
Prague with the sad early on the very last note after all of the green.
Let's see if I don't see if Prague says anything.
Oh, Prague says I'm
Okay,
gonna
well, he
pretend
is
that
saying
run
something,
didn't
but-
happen.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't think it's DSP. It's just not their strongest chart. But that means that Prague will be determining the tiebreaker map. So I guess out. So in this pool, what would Prague pick? Maybe waiting? I think they've had strong showings on that chart. Yep, it is waiting. Where Programmatic and Mapy are just next to each other on the leaderboard. Okay, well, Mapy disagreed to being tickled, so there's definitely
No
any
consent.
interference.
Yeah, it's super. This has been such a tight match. It's really cool to see how close some of these matches have been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think even in the summer SSSO, there's a lot of
Oh,
sweeps.
an
Oh no,
early
Prague.
miss from Prague.
Oh no. Okay.
And that's really unfortunate because probably he picked this because it's near the lowest difficulty in the pool, and he probably had a decent chance of either PFCing or getting like a really good accuracy, at least. Well, maybe not PFC. He didn't have the PFC before, but still.
Yeah, I think that Prague has a history of getting very good MS scores on this map. Oh,
That was a spin break, I think. Did it not register or did it break?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it was a really short spin, so it's hard to tell. Maybe not really short, but
I saw it go dark. It was long enough to see it.
Yeah,
That was a little slider break. I don't think it was actually any points.
yeah.
Mapy maintaining a good pace.
Yeah,
On
for
the other
Prague,
side.
this is gonna all come down to whether or not Mapy can pull this off. With about 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, the likelihood of Mapy PFCing, I don't know. It's a very tricky map to PFC. There's a lot of polyrhythm in it. But I guess I don't know if Prague's MS is as good as when the match first started. Prague may be having some more nerves now that they're down to the wire.
Possibly. I mean, I feel like nerves are inevitable.
Yeah, and I think in game 5s it tends to really really hit.
Yes. Like, I mean, if you saw how like the last map of the Decat and Pick match went, they were both having some difficulty, both frustrated by their play. But I mean, so far Prague has, after that spin break, has been doing pretty solid. But Mapy is still on PFC.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Tearing
we
it
had
up through
another
the
streak
solo.
break from Prague, but I didn't even see what it was. I was watching and still didn't see.
I don't know. Maybe
Little slider break as well. May have been a lift off at the end of it. I'm not sure.
It's definitely looking very good for Mapy here.
Yeah.
yeah, if we're down to the very end of the chart, I mean, it may just be it.
Oh, another miss from Prague.
Oh, yep, that's it.
That was a
Mapy.
very impressive PFC for Mapy to
Wow.
close off the set.
If I were Prague, I would not feel bad.
Yeah,
about
having
losing
it doesn't matter at that point.
Yes.
No.
Well, that means that Mapy will be moving on to face Pick in the next round.
GG's.
Oh, well, that's like one of like 3 or 4 hype matches that we've seen already all over.
Oh yeah.
Well done, Prague and Mapy.